Here is yet another outstanding Paleo Story Stone face and mammoth effigy made out of beautiful crystal rose quartz from Madagascar. Now this one here is just wonderfully engraved and etched. All these lines here, you can see, are etching engraving lines. They're not flaking ripples at all, but they've been actually engraved into the stone. And that's not uncommon. Citrine quartz crystals engraved and rose quartz crystals routinely engraved, as is obsidian. Volcanic glass is routinely engraved for the hair of the mammoth and the hair of the faces. And what we have here is a very beautiful mammoth here facing off to the right. That's the eye of the mature mammoth right there. We have its hair below its eye and its big trunk sweeping down to the right. And this has been struck with a rock percussion blow here to form the eye of the face with the nose here and mouth looking up from the back of the mammoth. Now that's standard iconographics for Paleo Story Stone face and mammoth effigies. This area has been etched here. Those are all etching lines there that have been engraved, patterned etching lines that have been engraved in the stone. Now, I'll try to get some light on this. There we go. See those etching lines engraved. Look at the beautiful engraving there. All this engraving right here. And that. This is a beautiful specimen. It's quite large and it's quite heavy. And then when we turn it this way, and we can see more engraving. Look at those engraving lines. Those are beautifully engraved into the stone there, just like in the volcanic glass specimens. And the meteorites are engraved. All kinds of story stones are engraved for the hair of the mammoth and the hair of the faces. Now we have that baby mammoth with his little beak of a trunk, hair above the eye, and then we have the massive hair tuft up above the head. That's the baby mammoth now. Look at that rose quartz crystal. And look at all that engraving there. That's a beautiful baby mammoth with his little trunk down here and his massive hair tuft above the head, facing off to the left. And then, when we turn it this way, we have a couple of wonderful faces. This again is the eye, where this has been intentionally struck with percussion blow to make that eye of the face, with the young face, the nose, pointed nose here. And now that engraving is the hair on top of the head. And that's why that's there. That's the eye of the mammoth that we saw a minute ago, but that's the hair above the head, beautifully engraved there. And we have a neat face. That's really cool. The eye, the nose, mouth of the young face, and then the eye and the rounded, big, exaggerated nose of the older face looking off to the right. But I just wanted to share this wonderfully engraved and flaked. This is a Paleo biface. You see, that's a Paleo biface. It's been worked on both sides, flaked on both sides. It's quite large and kind of cumbersome. And it's got engraving and etching on this side as well. That's another outstanding mammoth image of a mature mammoth facing left right there on that side as well. And again, it's just a very cool Paleo biface. Look at that edge work there, that sharp edge. They flaked it really beautifully on both sides of this biface. And just wanted to share that. In the light, it's kind of cool. We have that face with the eye, nose, and mouth looking up from the back of this mature mammoth, now facing off to the right. Again, with that wonderful engraving into the stone. And that's very common. We see it again on obsidian, volcanic glass, see it on agate, see it on chert. In fact, the first Paleo Story Stone ever discovered, that I discovered in October of 2020 in the Mojave Desert, is also engraved. And in Dr. Michael Gramley's description of Paleo Story Stones, in his latest book, Paleolithic Artifact Types of the Americas, he mentions that they were made by flaking and engraving. Another beautiful rose quartz crystal. Beautiful rose quartz crystal, Paleo Story Stone, very well etched and engraved, and very well flaked, Paleo Biface. Look at that edge. From Madagascar.